Hello dear listener. Hello my fellow ego. Welcome to another episode of the CU Alumni podcast. On this episode, we'll be listening to the recording of the conversation I had with a fellow alumni. Now, this conversation took a different turn in which it was actually a conversation and not an interview. And I was also able to reflect back on my own personal experience in Covenant University, and it was very interesting going back and forth with our guest of the day. Please subscribe Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast. Then we have created a club on Clubhouse. It's called the CU Alumni Hangouts. The link is in the description below. Feel free to follow the club, become a member. You can also create rooms and have relevant discussions with fellow alumni or whatever topic you like. But basically, it's for us to interact and network with each other, listen to our voices, that kind of thing. So without any much serene, let's go and listen to the recording of our conversation some weeks ago. Hello Fisayo, and welcome to the CU Alumni podcast.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for accepting the invite. It's good to have you here.
Thank you. So what's up? How are you doing?
We do work day as a day, but we move now. How have you been now?
I am doing well. We thank God.
How's business going?
Fine. So I guess this is the time to plug my business, so I should hold on.
You plug it now. The time to plug it when your introduction now. And that's what we want to even do now. You know, as see people, when we jam ourselves, we must do the regular intro. After we don't know each other's name. You know, the listener right now, they don't know your name, your full name. They only heard me say Fisayo. So we want to know your name, when did you graduate, what did you study, where are you located, then what do you do? That's the plug. You understand?
Yes.
So, hit me.
All right, so yes, I am Fisayo, otherwise known as the Fisayo. That's okay. And I graduated in 2015. That's the admirable set. I studied human resource management. That's industrial relations management. I did practice that, but after a year or two, I began a blog, and then I ventured into travel blogging.
Okay.
After a while, I began a travel business as well. So I do these two things. I have a travel blog where I promote destinations in Nigeria and other African countries. And I also have a travel company where we actually, we get a lot of requests on tours in Africa. Oh, because I've seen this destination on your page. Besides, kindly, how do I, get to this particular Uganda or to Tanzania or to Zanzibar? So we get a lot of requests for East African countries actually, and a few West African countries. So basically, we direct you to a tour guide. Like we basically your plug for any tours or tour rather in Africa, whatever country you want, we help you get it done. And the whole goal is for us to actually position Africa to be the number one tourist destination in the world. It might seem unachievable to most people, but that is a step at a time. And we know that with all of this, when we say patronize Black people, patronize African business, patronize African brands, when we know that we are able to grow our tourism sector in Africa to be a very huge sector, imagine the amount of jobs that it will supply. Like the civic sector, right? So you see a lot of, when people think of tourism, they possibly just think of the actual hotel or resort itself. It comprises of transportation. You have to go from Nigeria to Ghana through air or through road. Transportation is included. You have to eat food. Food is included. You have to go to this destination. Now, that's the way you have to speak of the destination of the tourist site. When you get there, you want to take pictures. So our tourism is actually all encompassing, and the amount of jobs that will be created if this is taken serious will be enormous. Yeah, that's actually why I actually decided to go into tourism when I saw the opportunity in terms of the economic scale and all of that.
That's true. In the beginning, it looks small, but that's how everything that is big starts.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I've always wanted to ask you about that tourism. Maybe you do us other put now. We'll do an episode another time just on tourism, because you will teach us something and then give us small mini master class
No problem. We're
in
done.
audio form.
No problem. That's fine.
All right. At least you're already doing that with your videos now. So
Yeah.
check our YouTube channel.
Yes, plug the Fisayo by the way. I don't know if I mentioned. So, go to my blog, fisayo.com.
Bafo, we'll get there.
Let me say
Bafo.
it now.
Relax.
PHP, FISAYO, and .com.
Okay.
And every other social media channel, including YouTube, is the Fisayo. So the startup I spoke about is called TravCP.
Yeah.
It's TRAVCP, TravCP, on any platform.
Okay, we'll put the links down in the show notes.
Thanks.
So let us do some time travel. Let's go back in time.
Oh.
So it's actually 10 years ago now.
I know. Wait, is it 10 years ago for me?
For you now.
No, okay, yeah, 10 years ago for me when
you entered.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's correct.
Because we want to talk about the kind of person you were in school. So we're going to start from when you entered in 100 level all the way to 400 level. So in between, there'll be key stories that makes you remember that each year. Sure you get. So you start with 100 level because it's not the same Fisayo that entered that graduated.
I think you used to say something. Don't let the school pass through. I mean something. Don't pass through the school.
Don't pass through the school. I think it's wrote to me that I has to drop those lines. Number one lyricist. So hit us. Let's start from year one.
I mean, the truth is, I think the only difference is I became more aware of who I am, because when I entered, I have always had this leadership skill. So meaning 100 level, I'm just trying to focus on one aspect. I'll dwell on others later. 100 level, from 100 to 400 level, course representative. 300 level, president of my association. Final year, I mean, as a president, so I try to do my possible best to make sure that whatever I'm not just occupying this position, I'm actually leaving, an impact, and people actually remember me when I leave. Positively, actually. So 100 level, I was very naive. 400 level, I left with some brain and understanding of who people are and what this, university system is like. I guess that's the major thing. I mean, I was able, 400 level, develop my, research skills. I mean, we're doing a lot of projects and all of that in 400 level.
Yeah.
I'm trying to really think through it now. 100 level, what was, I mean...
That's the story of how, when you entered now. There was an experience, everybody's experience of registration, all those things. Like some people have preconceived notions of CU before they came in. Some people had no idea.
That's how you wanted. I see.
You get. So they didn't have idea and CU on last dent.
So I'll give context. I went to a Christian high school, and like 30 or 50, no, I can't say 50, 30 to 40% of people that finished from my high school came to Covenant, and they already, so I had, guess the school. I know you're going to say FA, no.
Or CUSS, I'll be all the
No, it's nothing related to Covenant at all.
Okay.
It's, by the way, you asked me where I live. I stay in Lagos, so it's a school in Lagos.
Oh, okay.
Dancehall High School, by the way, in case anybody is listening and actually
so Dancehall is a Christian school.
Wow, for you to say so, that means you've met people that have given you a different notion. It's a Christian school.
I didn't have idea. They just seemed that from outside, I just felt like it was just a normal secular setting.
Oh, so I don't know if it's dancehall you are hearing or dancehall. So dancehall is DANSOL.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Christian school, like from beginning to the end. Now. Our pledge is a Christian pledge. Everything is Christian. Like that school really helped me as well, because my biblical values also started from dancehall. Every day we're doing devotional in dancehall. We even used to do exam on Bible studies and all of that. So now they usually reward us as well for learning Bible passages.
Okay.
So now the context is like I was coming from dancehall, so I didn't knew people that went to Covenant and had a lot of stories to tell. So I was not too surprised when I came in. I was just ready. I was like, yes, me, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm ready to comply. If anything, I was just worried for my brothers that were coming after me, and they actually, they surprised me. Nothing happened to them. I was very happy for them. I was very happy for them. So, anyways, I came in to see you. Registration was interesting. Well, for me, I don't think WAEC was ready when I was coming into CU. So what was I now using? I don't know. There was something about me not having
Nepo,
my English.
Abi.
I think yes. So my WAEC was ready, right? But two of my subjects were still pending, English and one other
Oh,
subject. And Covenant was
okay.
saying, if I don't have English, I cannot enter Covenant. So I was like, oh, I have Cambridge exam I have done in the past that I can
Okay,
use to cover up.
IGCSE, Abi.
Yes, exactly. IGCSE. So that's what I tabled until today. My mom is like, "Thank you, Jesus, that my Fisayo did IGCSE. Oh. If not because of IGCSE, should not have better see you." Like this thing, my mommy keeps saying it. And I did the
Wow.
IGCSE in SS2, not SS3. So it was like a thing to be thankful for at that time because the English did not come out after like 2 or 4 months. Yeah, so
Okay.
I basically
Wow.
so that was the only delay for me in registration process. But it took a week, and I was really enjoying the whole thing. It was my first time to freedom. I mean, everything that has been within. I was hostel in high school, just as one and SS3, right? So it was not like
Oh,
I was always away from home. So high school and
okay.
university, coming into university was a learning ground that I was open to. I was not, like I said, I was ready for the everything I read about covenants. I'm not a
All
difficult
the
person.
stories.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Outside of it was 100 level. But coming into 200 level, let me think. I was more focused on getting a first class because I did not enjoy my results in 100 level.
Ah,
And then we
you got
eventually,
high to one.
sorry, what?
You got high to one, Abi.
You mean
100
in 100
level.
level?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even, let me see, did I get an I2 one? No, no, no. If I did, I would have been happy. I think I got a low 2 1. I was very depressed. And I I was not happy also because so I'm the firstborn and there's a lot of pressure on you wanting to be the best.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yes, like
okay.
society, you're a role model or this and that. So
Yes.
and it's not just that for me too. I want to be able to be happy with my results. So eventually in theory level that came through, but it was not like a CGPA thing, it's just a GPA for that semester alone and we just continued with that and navigated through CU, making friends, going to I miss cafeteria. I miss Cap 1 and Cap 2.
uh,
And I always looked forward to what's it called now? There's this thing that we used to do every year where we sell, is it trade fair? Yes, I always look forward to
trade
trade
fair.
fair. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Me, my 100 level. How did I went? I went to Faith Academy. So that's why I was already guessing. Like,
Oh,
do you
okay.
understand? I was already guessing. I said, Faith Academy, you too. They plenty
But
for
don't
that
you think
school.
you would have known me if I was in Faith Academy? I mean, I
Nah,
knew all my high school people
I
now.
left. I left 2005 now. So,
Ooh, Omo, you that guy.
uh,
Wait, how could you have left 2005?
ah,
When did you finish
how
high school?
2005 now.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Hey,
Okay.
what are you counting? What are you counting? Yeah, this is what are you counting?
Okay, we are good. Continue giving us.
So then what is it? There was this pressure of you must enter CU. You know, I don't know, for some weird reason, all of us just had this. There was just this pressure of us entering CU because there are the people on the other side. We were our schools on one side. So and the funny, and I don't know. I think maybe there was direct entry because there were some people that didn't pass school certs and they've graduated long ago. So coming in, we're already thinking like, okay, 2.0 of what we left because there were rules there and there were rules here. And we already had seniors that have already gone to see you and giving us tips. So 100 level, just naive, computer illiterate, started learning how to use a computer. Luckily, my roommate had one. Then the rules,
For context, when did you enter CU? For people listening.
2005, 2005, no, no.
Mm.
So when the whole rules now started, it was just, I was like, oh, this one pass where we come from. Because even when you sag your tie, wahala, one particular period where there was what I was it during the graduation ceremony? I came late for one of the days. I think it was a 5-day program, so everybody was involved. It's always
Were you a
we
final
were
year
try-
or it was just one of the
no
years?
no that I'm talking about like I was 100 level, but the graduation of the final year people that's
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So they were always dragging us to chapel.
Oh, for that dragging thing safe.
Uh,
It's too much. We're not children now. What's in?
is beyond me. Oh. only for them to round us up. We're late. That's how you know when you're typed properly. Okay, oh yeah, you come here. They just found something to pin us. We're now there
I
throughout the
know.
program.
Hi.
After the whole program, there for 3-4 hours. Then different, so just looking for a way to pin us down. They now carried us to our room to look for something to answer searching. Fortunately, waiting I know, Olodo, there's nothing illegal with me. So that's how they finally let me go. And who was involved? Faduba.
Mm.
So I have had a disdain for that guy since school then, before he became the DSA and registrar. I started hearing all the stories. So I never liked the guy. That day was
What
just
year were you
frustrating.
in? Were you in second, like 2005 was what year? Was it the second or third
No,
set?
no 2005 to 2006. No, 2006 was their graduation year now. All
No.
those
For you,
period.
what set? So I want to know, were you the fourth set? So I was the 10th set.
No, okay. This was what I did engineering. So I entered 2005, but I had to repeat because of suspension. So I did on the
Okay.
level twice. So
Yes.
naive me, no short to jam me.
Oh. So I was asking that because I wanted to know if you were in Faduba set or a year below Faduba or and all of that.
No, Fadugba was way my senior now. Fadugba is
Oh,
from reception now.
okay.
Fadugba now senior men be all those people now. Those who their matric number are CU something.
Is that
Uh-huh.
real?
Okay. And now CU, those are
Are
CU02
you
and
serious?
CU03. Those
Are
are
you serious?
those are the pioneers.
Oh.
CU02 and CU03, those are the people that started CU. It's the rest of us that now started having 04, 05, 06, 07, like that.
Oh,
But
yes.
so the senior men and women, when you ask them that much, once you see CU, you throw respect. Say, now these people, now then do experiments,
So what's your
now
matric
them
number?
05 something, sha. Don't go and find me. Fisayo, yeah. CSI by they do CSI. Okay, da. Eh,
Hey God, the
ah,
thing is, see you. If you graduated from CU, then you're an OG there, like because you basically gone through a lot, like, and you came out of that. So,
ah,
like if anybody, yes, now because especially I just pity boys mostly because for anything it can be beards, also
yeah,
ordinary beards, they
yes,
would
now.
decide to suspend you. Do you get?
That's it, because you can commit a small crime and they will now go and look for something to aggravate your offense just to send you home. And the person that always does that a lot was Ekpe Young.
I don't know what that.
Okay, fortunately, that means he has gone. Anybody that graduated that was around from inception to around that 2010-11 will know that I'll call him a bastard confidently.
Now we should
Yes,
use such words.
I will use it well, though. Anybody that knows him will agree with me wholeheartedly.
But that's someone's
Because
child. That's a human being.
eh,
You shouldn't do that.
that's
Okay,
unfortunate. That kind of human being
what
to
are
be
the
someone's
values
child.
see
He
you left in
has
your heart? What are the values see you left in your heart?
the value no cover that side.
Well, talking of values,
The guy,
continue.
huh?
Go ahead.
I said the guy, what he does, just as how you are called for something like lateness, the next thing they carry you to health center and your blood and your urine is submitted.
That is painful,
Do you
Sha.
understand?
I never
Do
experienced
you
it, but I
understand?
know a lot of boys that did.
It's
And I
always
have brothers
guys now.
that they've told me that, oh, this is it. I'm like, wow, it's just sad.
So that's one of the things that I went through those 100 level, seeing all those people. Ekmayong too was a senior man. I think it was in Fadugba set, it was in first set. Those were the senior men.
Now, talking of the things that CU staff did to students that were not good, I can remember in 100 level, people are still thinking of talking about our
Yeah.
timeline. I went to the chaplain once. I don't know if I was alone. I went to them. Yeah, and a lot of my friends were getting suspended, and I was like, there are different ways to solve the same problem. The
Oh,
goal here is for you to see their behavior corrected. How about we begin a camp on covenant investing that where we just people that are not doing things right the way CU wants it to
yeah.
be. A correctional camp for 1 week or 2 weeks, or whatever is recommended by psychologists or whatever. Like a better ways. Like, do you think suspending them will make them better? Like
For yeah.
I tried to reason with the chaplain so you can bring it up with executive meetings or whatever. That was one of the I've always been that kind of person that if I can see a solution, Let me try
Yeah.
and share it. So, but then, of course, I mean, we're in 2021. They are still suspended.
There's this event. There was a time a chaplain also suggested something. There was this time where people that got 4 weeks suspension or below, they will work in cafeteria. They will now wear this overall to be lawless is
Yeah.
to be lifeless. So most people that usually pack plates in calf, they were the ones that relieved them. They were the ones that were packing all the plates and pushing the trolley of dirty plates, all those things. So I don't know. It seems. What do you think of that?
You think it seems like you're still pained by CU's experience, by your experience in
Yeah.
CU rather. It sounds like you're still pained by your experience in CU.
Oh, I'm pissed off by a lot of
Oh,
things I see. Not just even besides my own suspension issue. My own suspension issue was well deserved. I deserved it. But story for another day. It's the
juice.
unnecessary.
We want the juice. We want the
No,
juice.
no. Yeah,
Give
that's a
it
story
to
for another
us. We are listening.
day.
We are all ears.
that was, that
We
was
are
him.
all
I should
ears.
have gotten expelled instead. So I dodged the bullet.
No. We're all
So
ears,
no,
shall we want to hear? You
no,
guys, I don't
no,
know. I
no.
don't know if I don't know. Do you tell your people to comment? I don't know where they're going to listen to this. You guys send him a DM. Send CU alumni a DM. Say we want to hear the juice. We
This
want to hear the juice.
the news will come later, Jerry. Don't worry, those are that. So it's just the way when I look at the staff, it's almost like the I don't know. There's a grudge they have against the students. And that's the way I'll just look.
Mm,
There's a
you
grudge they
know,
have, like
now that I am now more experienced outside school, I'm
yeah.
thinking were they giving deliverable? You know the way you work now, your boss give you a deliverable to do this. Were they giving deliverables to bring students? Like if you don't bring 5 students, then you've not done your job. Do you think
I've
that is
heard
what?
that. I think that's a possibility. I've heard that rumor that they give them rewards for number of students they can expel.
What's that?
No, I don't know. I have heard that rumor, and that it might be exaggerated or underplayed. Who knows? But for
And
that
that is
rumor to go on, there's a possibility it's true for the CU that we know.
and that is what has played into society itself because police people will just arrest you just because they can and they
Yes,
take
now
you to
that's what Revo represented now. What's annoyed that is
it's been a
these are
while I heard that
students.
name. How do you still remember all of this?
Because guys, a lot of assholes in that place. These are people that they commit offenses, but they go there to hide. It's basically what police is: criminals that are busy uploading the law. That was what Revo was.
I was so naive. I didn't even think of all of these things, man.
They will seize laptops, people's laptops. They will keep it under that stairs near that shopping mall. And in the night, one they will go up on it and steal all people's laptops. So people lost laptops just because those guys seized their laptops. It's beyond crazy. I even spoke to a guy some episodes back. Say Revo actually even searched his laptop, typed a porn website on it so that to enter his history, so that they can put him in trouble just to show themselves. Do you see how crazy that is? So it's annoying
I'm
looking at
just
all those
thankful,
things
like
back.
listening to you now. I'm just thankful that all these bullets I never experienced them. Like I dodge a lot of bullets. Like thankful
So
God.
that's why people's experiences CU are different. We went to different
Yeah,
CUs. That
definitely.
Revo CU was nonsense.
Yeah. No, they've seen Revo in my time mode. No, there was, but I'm like I know a lot of friends that experience, but like it's interesting when you see all of these things. I don't remember them because
And we're not even talking about student council yet. Too. Student council
ha
and
ha
they,
ha.
they, they did
I
their
mean,
lane.
me you didn't see any good to student council.
It was they are supposed to at least speak for the students, but
Yeah.
they were the swords of the management.
Don't you think it's reflection of our Senate in Nigeria right now? Senate and House of Representatives. Because House of Reps no, because last year I became more aware of politics, especially after what happened in Lagos.
The answers, eh?
Yeah, and I was like, these people are there to actually represent each constituency in your state. And I'm like, wow.
Yes.
Like we're actually supposed to put them away. We have the power, but people are not taking use of the power because about they don't
We
know.
don't even,
The people that
yes,
are
we
in they
don't
don't even
know.
have time. So
Are
yeah.
you there?
I'm here, I can hear you.
I said no. I said that people don't know. We are clueless about that whole
Yeah.
political stuff, Jerry. So moving on, let's move to 200 level. How was your 200 level like, Jerry?
200 level.
Okay,
I
you
felt
have.
like I felt like I was a senior.
I don't die, you.
Yeah, now because I cannot see jam bites. So what they used to call them? Is it not jam
Jam.
bites? No level, sha.
Before their matriculation, abi.
What did they call them? Is it jam bites or whatever, sha?
Say 100 levels to you
Yeah,
then.
there was a word for them. I forgot
Uh,
it. I forgot.
wait. Uh, was it not fresh as they call them?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And then, see, this is fresher. I'm no longer fresher. Oh, talking of fresher, when I was in 100 level, I can remember, how there was this news that, oh, boys are always after freshers,
Okay,
girls.
October rush. I go they call that thing.
Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, that's just by the way. So, so being in 200 level,
Pause. They rush you. They rush you.
I did not fall into any rush. So, I can't say I was rushed. I did not fall into it.
Okay.
Um, in 200 level, I was in Mary All, and it was dope. I mean, well, I lost a friend in 200 level. Sha. That's what I can remember. She was my roommate and she was my
Okay.
classmate. And I don't know. Yeah. So still today I still remember her. But yeah. I don't mean to make you sad all of a sudden.
Yo,
Just came to mind as you
no,
mentioned. I
death
was
is
going to
never a
actually,
good thing, especially
what
at
do
a
you
young
say?
age. I said death is
Yeah.
never a good thing at a young age.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well with our soul in Jesus' name.
I mean,
So in 200 level, what else happened? Nothing I can think. I think I joined Ocean Unit, but Ocean Unit was 100 level, and I became more devoted in 200 level, I guess. Yeah, I did a lot of washing of teachers' cars because this was part of our community development in Ocean Unit.
eh?
Yeah, we did community
How?
development. We went. It was always fun actually. We went to staff quarters, helped them wash their cars, had fun, poured water on ourselves, and all of that.
Uh, the same see you. Is it something? Here you say now. Is this something that always be happening, or it was just within the time you were in school, or you met that
It
tradition?
always do. Yeah, I met it. I said I was in 200 level, so they've been doing it. It's not as if I invented it or somebody in my
Uh,
time invented it. Were you in any units? Maybe I'm
at
sure you guys
all,
would have done something.
at all.
So you can experience that.
Me and Chapel were not friends that much because of
Wow.
all. And because Chapel was a trap. I
Why do you think so? I don't see it that way.
because Alabama now. If okay now time matter, you wear your tie well. Now you go there. If you are dozing by mistake now, somebody can pick on you and your story will change. Then if you are dozing off and they stand up and you because you slept off, you didn't stand up in time as they were standing up. Now it's easy to see you because it's a straight the way chapel was arranged then before they even brought those purple chairs. It was white chairs that was there, so it's always the same arrangement. They will see you there sitting down and you enter trouble like that. So then one of the things I usually was lateness. In
Yeah, I
CU, I
think
learned
trap.
better never than late. Eh?
You said better never than late.
Oh
Oh my
yes.
God.
Oh
I swear
yes.
I can relate to that.
It's better for you to have not come than to go and be late. You just regret it. So
I don't know what program they were having in CU one time. I saw a number of my friends were sharing the all. We didn't want to leave, but I mean we're not much. We're just very few. And they now came to the hall searching for people to put in trouble. Hey, hey! At this time I was even on 100 level. I ran into the wardrobe. Oh Lord. So
ah
yeah, that's that. I guess that's my only example I can share. But I've been late to chapel a couple of times, and they will tell you to fill offense form.
you know. And those are the things that it's not just in feeling of it. It can be on your record and another day they will now bring it up. You have offense form.
Yeah.
Your punishment will now escalate. And depending on who catches you, how psychopathic the person is. Lil
It's
John.
God's grace. Now I think about it, everything like going through. Have I said that you're an OG to have left you like God's grace kept you through? Because somebody final year they just tell you you're expelled. I'm like, what? Where the person start from? That's not fair.
After all the money.
Exactly.
How was your year 3 now?
Hmm. Yeah, true was fun. I was always fantasizing about marriage. I can't believe I'm just really I can't believe I'm really just saying all of the things that I'm memorizing.
Pass my head. Like,
Because in our hostel we used to watch a
yeah.
lot of wedding proposals, like a lot.
A lot
And
of
there was
what?
always wedding proposals, how
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a lot.
on
And I
Instagram?
mean, no, there was no, I don't know, was it Instagram? Yeah.
Wait, that was
It was not on Instagram, it was
2013
on
for
YouTube.
okay.
We always watching on YouTube. Like, we
Okay.
everybody would gather in my room or we gather in somebody else's room. We'll come and watch proposals. And,
Oh.
yeah. Apart from that, that was also the same year I got my first class. So, like, in terms of, what's it called now? GPA, not C.
Yeah.
So I think that was one of my highlights in covering at my 300 level. I really enjoyed
Huh. My own 300 level was the opposite. Oh. Huh.
it. What happened?
Blood flowed. Karaoke. Carryover. Yapayaski. Ah,
How many carryovers?
6 or 7.
So is it that you're not concentrating in class or you're just not interested?
I was on okay, yeah, I was on serious, so I paid the price. I didn't.
I said,
I hardly went to class. Someone always signed for me,
what
and
was your reason behind all of
and
that? Were you trying to wild out or you just were not interested in school?
gaming. Gaming was, I don't know. Throughout my teenage years, I didn't really play games. So I think, as in before I entered school, no, in secondary school, I didn't have time exposure to video games. So when I entered
Same.
CU, video games were, oh my god, there was now Naruto, there were now movies. Like, yeah, I know they come out to stay. I know they
Are
come
you
out to
serious?
stay.
Wow.
Like,
How
even
did you
to
now leave?
even
How did you get promoted from 100 level to 200 level?
no, it was that 300 level where that behavior now started. It was 300 level.
Oh,
I
okay.
now retired from chapel. That if I want to chapel matter, if I go to chapel, it's just to make a cameo. We don't sign. Like I didn't just like going out. That my room was my safest place. I know that as
You
long
say this, all I
as
can think of is my brothers. I'm like, I hope. In some ways, I'm
Eh,
thinking that I can relate to some of the stories they've shared with me in terms of some of the things you've said. I'm like, hey, God, I hope they don't put themselves.
in their own now, I don't think they can do what we did then, especially with chapel. Chapel has been digitized. We were There was this
Crucial.
slip they were giving us like receipts to sign attendance. So it's when you fill that paper that your name will not be in database. Chapel's database was separate from your class. Class one, I
Yeah,
don't play with that. Somebody must sign for me. But Chapel's one was different. Unlike now that everything has been united.
yeah.
So if I was in that time, I would have to be coming out steady for chapel. That's what actually affected me in 300 level. I lost focus. So fortunately, there was summer school to make up.
That was summer school like. I met people in summer school.
Plenty. Plenty. It was, I think that's even when they started. No, was it? When did they even start? I think it was in my 200 level that it started. But people it was just a way to get off all the
Mm,
F's off your
carry
back.
over.
Just get it
So
off sharp sharp.
did you take it serious?
Why not? When the person that paid for it gave me strong warning, I had to sit up. All the things that were distracting me had to be shut down. I had a laptop. I didn't have a laptop before that. It was that year I had a laptop safe. So
Oh,
uh-huh. So movies, games,
I was
Naruto,
going to say,
Bleach.
how did you do your, because in Covenant University, it's hard to think about being a student in Covenant without having a laptop. How did you do your 100 level courses?
And we did
University?
not. It was pre-print your handouts now.
Are you serious? Wow.
Print your handout now. You write notes. You find those that usually are able to write notes in the class. Laptop was not yet a necessity then, it was a luxury. People that had computers or desktop, the one with Ogo.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
So laptop.
Wow, that was a really different time. Oh. Would you be really demonstrating for yourself?
It's crazy. If you had a laptop, you're a big boy. Laptop, we move.
Yes,
So
we move.
So now you don't enter final year. But wait, pause. Before we go to final year, I remember one of your Instagram stories. You said you used to be a slay queen. When did that slay queen phase? When were you a slay queen? When did your slay queen phase
Wow.
start?
When did I say that?
Yes,
Like for you, are you keeping tabs on my? I don't remember my
I remember
story.
one of your posts, either a post or a story, where you posted one of your old pictures. Like
Yeah.
I used to be a slay queen.
Yes, you really helped my fashion game. Like now, I cannot even go out and disappoint, especially when it's something serious. That is
Yeah.
one thing I really love you for. Like it really helped my fashion game. Like it's just that whenever I go for anything, people always compliment my dressing because they know that, oh, this like, okay, let me give you context. So
Okay.
I'm in the tourism industry. We have a lot of meetings here and there and
Okay.
conferences. So amongst a number of people that will come for the same conference, I might be the one that might just happen to be the most dressed, or in some people's eyes anyways. And to me, I'm just dressing the way I need, like the way I'm used to, because
Yeah.
because see you happen to me and all of that.
Yeah.
So, and then it didn't occur to me as a big deal until someone said, "Ah, Fisayo, I noticed that you dress different. You dress really nice. That's good." So
Mm.
it's one thing that I learned from Suyo really, and I really love that. I mean, when I came in as a fresher, I can't compare my fresher days to final year. No, no, no. My dresses definitely.
That one is compulsory now. You me, I remember on the level I used to wear all those Baba Riga trousers. Was it Baba? It was even though, I don't know, wait, so that 2005 was weird. This is what you want to. It was pencil trouser, but there's this old school kind of pencil that doesn't have the stylish, it doesn't look stylish the way pencil is today. That's what we used to wear. So those with swag, they were wearing baggy trousers, 2005, baggy 2006.
Wow.
Yes, I
That's
remember.
interesting.
It was around, it was around 2010 that pencil trousers started becoming more fashionable now. So if you are, I used to wear this boots. I used to wear boots a lot. State streets. I wear it black like this, so it will look like they don't usually disturb us for wearing boots. I was surprised. All these State Street boots have a metal inside it at the edge. So it's baggy we were wearing that time, basically. I'm sure so if you have had, yeah, it was baggy now. A lot of throwback pictures of guys in that is baggy we were wearing. It's 2010 that boys started wearing pencil and started packaging. In fact, that was just in 2011 that me I even decided to wear pencil because we were reluctant. That was when fashion was changing and people were not bold enough to make that experiment.
As you're speaking, I actually just went to my Instagram and scrolled all the way down to see if I still have my CEO pictures.
Is this still there?
No.
What's happened now?
Only one. Only one.
You don't archive all of them.
Yeah, I archived them.
Me they see how fast Fisayo has come now.
It's okay. They will see.
Abi.
They should go to Facebook. Everything's on Facebook. You know, if you archive for that place. So,
Yeah. Yeah, final year. I was final year.
I know, yeah, you're really making me sit and actually
Yes, now
revisit it in my head. I'm actually
you bring out the
reminiscing.
juices. Yeah, go back in time. It's been 6 years.
Final year was good. I was just looking forward to having a BSc in my hand. And what else?
Like Alpha,
Final year.
I just want to go. I
Yeah,
just
and I
want to
enjoyed
go.
my roommates in final year. Normally in from 100 to 300, they were all my classmates. But in 100 final year, they changed things up. I was in Docker store, which in CU, if you're, for you to be listening to this, you must be a CU person. Graduate of students. Dockers means you're in the biggest stall for the girls. I
Biggest
mean,
guess.
yeah. What was really level one again? I think it was Esther Hall or something.
Yeah, for
So
100 level, yeah.
I've graduated from Esther Hall to Dockers. So it was dope and it was a cool place. And my roommates were now 500 level students. No, me, I was a 400 level as a final year
Yeah.
400. So they were petroleum engineering students, and they were really it was good to mix with other people that were not my classmates, because I would never have met them actually. I never knew these girls until they were my roommates. Do you
That's the
understand?
thing about CU. The way they arranged us in that style of your courses. You could just find out say that by the time you don't know some people and all of you were just going parallel in the same school. Abina,
Yeah, because
you
in
know,
final year, eh, yeah, I would never have known those girls. Like there was nothing that was going to bring us together. So it was fun having to experience them, listen to their stories, because they always had stories one way or the other. It was fun, Jerry. So I was also just looking forward to being a graduate and going for Panaye party, because there's always Panaye party.
you must be now. With final
Yeah.
party within school or outside school.
Outside school now. I never went. It's only that one. It's only my year that I went for it.
Okay. Now, was there a day, did you ever have this experience, the day that you feel like you almost got expelled?
I mean, every time I feel an offense form, I'm always scared that the worst can happen. Offense form for coming late to chapel mostly. I don't know if there's anything I did. Okay, so in CU, dressing is a big deal, as you said.
Yeah.
So sometimes you wear normal trouser and it will be jumping, and they'll say, "Oh, this trouser is not complying." I know, I
Ugh.
feel offense form for that as well. What else did I feel offense form for?
So jumping trousers, both male and female. Was it male and female or was just targeted towards female?
I don't know. I think that one is general. Anything dressing is general. I think girls, a lot of girls that, some girls used to, wear sleeveless. Sleeveless is not allowed in Covenant. So I think a lot of girls used to fall into the dressing trap actually. Because either there's something is sleeveless or it's transparent or it's this or that. So yeah.
Oh, this shit. Oh,
Yeah,
this
so
shit.
every time that happened, I was always so scared. I will now pray, God, help me. Help me.
Let me see. Which day did I almost get expelled now? Which day did I almost?
Isn't all
Which
the
day?
suspension that happened that you said that you deserve to have been expelled?
That one I've already gonna come back, but still after there were a few occasions
Are you serious?
and I think wait, let me see. I think it has to do with stabbing.
Stabbing what?
Chapel
That's to be
service now.
chapel then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be yours.
Oh, you don't know. I think it had to do with stabbing. I don't know. There was a day I had to hide under the bed, like right on the floor. You know that our bunk right
Oh
on
no.
under
That
the
is, I never thought I could do that. I did. Like I did in the wardrobe. Like what?
now hiding the wardrobe, the lower parts, not the normal part, the lower parts,
Yeah.
hiding on top.
Did they ever catch you?
Yeah, I was caught once in 300 level. We had to
But
pay.
what if
Huh?
what if a student union person is listening to this now and they now know that, oh, these are the hiding places. Let's go and become a student. But now we're exposing where we used to hide.
And the whole is how do I put it now? Is left for those there to evolve now. Because I believe those people
LOL.
No, now under the bed. It is that under the bed is only if they see you before they can prove that you're there now.
So what
Because
are the tactics to hiding under the bed? Because normally when they just check, they should see you normally.
this is what that particular day was. There's a way people lock their window with metal. You know the sliding window, that sliding part, the
Okay,
empty
yeah.
side. There's a way we use stick or metal to shock it there so that it will not be able to open it from outside. So that particular day, there were 2 or 3 other rooms on my floor that they've done that. So they were now doing search. They would just come, open the window, check. So those particular rooms where they were not able to open the window, they just broke the door and cut them. So me seeing that, I just quickly had to remove our stick that was there. They were now hid under the bed. So when they open the door, it's psychology. The window is open, they look through, they don't see anybody. So there's no point in taking the chance of breaking the door, and they moved on. That's how we escaped. So everything is psychology. Those that kind of situation. There's nothing to it. So even till tomorrow, people will still use that thing to hide.
But all in all, I'm happy I went to see you, Sha. I'm
Yes.
happy that
Yes,
know.
me, even with all the being pissed off, technology, knowing how to use tech, I don't think I would have gotten that exposure like that in other schools.
Yes,
Because
because let me tell you, a friend of mine did his master's in UK, and it says that one of the students is a Nigerian, one of his classmates is a Nigerian, but she didn't
yeah,
go to see you, right?
yeah.
And when it was time for presentation, the girl was just embarrassing Nigeria. She was like, the guy
Hey.
was like, what the hell? The girl was making it seem like, no, we don't use computers in Nigeria.
Ah.
So imagine we going that went to see you. That, of course, we've done a lot of presentations with computers. We've done our assignments with computers. We're
Nah.
used to familiar with
It's part of your daily life.
Microsoft, PowerPoint, and all of that. We cannot experience such situations. So
Yeah.
those are kind of like, wow, I'm happy I went to see you. I'm happy this. I'm happy that you get, because
So,
not many schools can. Not many students in other schools can boast of that.
yeah. That's one of the good things I learned from CU. Because even my brothers that didn't go, I can see that like guys supposed to be this thing. I like I don't know now. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm jumping to conclusion because every day laptop is my front. Laptop, you press it, and is you be learning by try and error. You try one thing, like installing Windows that time. It was try and error the first time I did it. I said, okay, worst case the software. We'll start again and go to somebody that knows it. So that's how I just learned how to install Windows. Then anything software, that once you have the internet, you can find solution. Google.com.
Yeah. Oh, by the
No
way,
time.
I didn't mention this. I was a makeup artist in CU. I think that's one of them. I don't know if I learned. Okay, I didn't learn it in Covenant, but I practiced it. And it was a good money making avenue for me. I mean, every time there was matriculation or graduation, my graduation, I made money. Other matriculations, I made money. As in, I'm like, ooh, this is good though. Business is sweet.
So
Apart
that means
from
now
that, I
you're
did
not paying anybody.
what do you say?
I said now they pay anybody to do your makeup if you won't go events now.
I mean, I've not been practicing it ever since 2016.
Oh,
I've not been a makeup artist, so I'm good, but not as great as I was. Because it's actually the craft keeps evolving. You hear of new products, you
yeah,
hear of new techniques, and all of that. So I
contours.
can't be as good as before.
Let me see. I have to remember makeup terms. Concealer.
Oh yes, I do know those ones now, but in terms of
No,
actually
as a
applying
guy now, no say you load for that side. I'm trying to remember. So,
it, I know. You
so
try say for it no concealer. What is a concealer?
is to hide imperfections.
So what's now the difference in it? What's the
No,
difference between a concealer and a
okay, no.
foundation?
Concealer, you apply it after your foundation now. Abi?
What's the difference between both of them?
It's to conceal now.
You shall try, you try.
It's to, ah,
I'm
ah,
clapping for you.
you use concealer when you want to do your eyebrows. You first of all, I don't know how they will do it with the eyebrows. When you do your eyebrow before you start your whole, so that Abina, did I get it? I know.
Yeah, you tried, you tried.
I don't watch some makeup stuff now.
So yeah, that's the summary. I love that. See, you brought out my fashion sense. You also brought out my entrepreneurial ends of things. I mean, I didn't just do makeup to make money. I sold other things, both in 200 level to final year.
Yeah. Was there
I
anything
made
that planted the seed of this your tourism is from CU, or you
no.
discovered
It's just
tourism
me
after?
wanting to be. It's just me wanting to be a solution provider, really.
Okay.
Because I always a test for knowledge. I was always going to conferences. I read books in school, so there was this conference I went for after school while I was still practicing human resources as a human as a at a HR firm. And um well, during that period, so I went for this conference. They spoke about the advantages of tourism to the society, to the economy,
Okay.
and how we have so many untapped destinations that people did not know of, and the way
Yeah.
people can visit these places by creating awareness. So I was like, okay, I put one and two together. How can I be a solution? And I have this term that instead of waiting for something to happen, make it happen. So you be the solution that you want to see.
Mm.
So that is how I now moved and took action in that sense.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So there's one question I wanted to ask. So this is your whole experience now. I know I used to ask people this question. If I give you $1 million right now, will you go back and experience those 4 years again? Not go back in
No,
time. Huh? Drop
no,
what
I
you're
want
doing.
to keep moving
Why?
forward. I want to keep moving forward. I want to know what God has in store for me in the future.
$1
I
million,
don't
not
want
1 million
to.
naira, $1 million.
No, I beg. I'll make my money. I'll make that money in double, in triple or ten triple folds in Jesus' name.
Okay, now. Yeah, mute. Oh.
Yes, I did want the background noise to disturb because there's a
Oh,
current background
okay,
noise.
okay, okay. So, we are ready. Any other thing you want to add? We are done.
Yeah, that's it. Lastly, I love the community. Like everywhere I go, I always see a graduate. I mean, one of my staff is the CU graduate. Whenever I'm recruiting, I make sure. Well, I try to. I will not lie. I give more. I give more. You
Bias.
know, they are more biased to CU students when
It's
I'm
normal.
recruiting.
It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah,
there are some things you already expect from a CU person and you don't need to
yeah,
explain too much.
exactly. You get it.
So when I see the bias, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I like that. I like that. When some people send me emails, I say, see you alumni only, Abi. Okay, no problem. You post. It's true now. Well, we go do bias here. We know feed the what are we here for? We have been through the same fiery furnace.
Yeah. And
So
now I get it. I now get it why other people like to recruit only other people.
nah. That's why no matter how we dey para for the school, when we enter the streets of Twitter, everybody assemble.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah. I love the
if
community,
anybody
sha.
that will abuse you is us, not you. So please lean back. Nah.
What about you?
On what's me about?
What do you like the most? What you experience? I know you've said like 80% bad things about you. What are the things that you miss or like the most?
What do I miss? What do I
Or like
miss?
or appreciate, not miss, appreciate.
I appreciate. See you guys too fine. No?
Oh,
As
LOL.
in, no, seriously, is actually what made this account now. How I started it. The whole I was following, those what they call them, all those student account. There's a student account that actually posts pictures of fine girls, and I was not like, I was like, wait, is this the same CU that me I went to? I said, this is not what I was saying, huh? So I now looked at it properly. I saw that okay, some were students, some were not, but a large percentage were students. When you look at their page, I'm like, why can't we do something like this for alumni? Nah? That's how we start to see you
And you
girls.
built a good community as well. A good show. This is not an easy job. Well
It's not,
done.
but if I don't do it, somebody else will do it now. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
it's true because the person that would have started it, because I started it, they won't see the need to. So, but if I didn't start it, somebody else will start it. It was a void to fill, and it was my turn. I took the opportunity, basically.
Well done.
Nah. So, where can we find you online? Give us everywhere we can find you. Again, for those that didn't hear at the back.
So my people at the back, I hope you can hear me. I am Fisayo, and it's spelled Thefisayo. You can find me on Instagram where I'm most active on that same handle, Fisayo.
Yeah.
Twitter, same, Fisayo. YouTube, I have a YouTube channel where I promote destinations in Africa. I have shared my destination videos on Uganda, and most of the places I've visited in Nigeria, and some other
Okay.
destinations outside Nigeria as well. I mean, I sometimes share my trips to the US, but I know that US is not my focus, but I still just share it.
Yeah.
You can also find, I also have a podcast actually. It's called the Big Dreamers Podcast. This is where I invite CEOs, people that I think I see that are, visionary, that people can learn from. So we just basically ask questions from myself, and my audience also give me questions. So sometimes my audience actually say, oh, I want this person on your podcast. Why not invite this person? I go all the way and get people, the likes of Olu Storms, she's a radio presenter.
Okay.
I know the likes of Chude. You might know Chude from Red. The likes of, who else did I recently interview? I'm sure I had quite a few notable people that you'd be like, how did Fisayo get these people? So usually it's when there's a zeal, there's a way. So when people ask or request for these people, I try my possible best. If they fit the vision of the podcast, if I see that there's a need for them as well.
Okay.
Bella Rose has been a guest as well. Even our CU alumni, I've had a number of CU alumni as well. I'm a psalmist. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a filmmaker.
Yeah.
A number of people. So so basically want us to come together, learn from people that have been there, depending on whatever industry you are in. So you can learn from them instead of sometimes you buy a book so that you can learn from people's mistakes. Sometimes you might listen to this podcast also learn from people's mistakes, and the safe community basically empowering big dreamers, and that's what it is. And that's the only space I have that is not focused on travel. Everything I do is focused on travel.
Okay. So all the links will be in the show notes for anybody that wants that. All right now. So thank you for coming on this episode. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So thank you for listening to this episode. Please subscribe, Apple, Spotify, Google. Then also, we've created a clubhouse. We've created a club on Clubhouse, the CU Alumni Hangout. The link will be in the description below. You can follow the room, become a member. You can also create rooms at your own convenience. Discuss different things. Let's interact as alumni. Let's hear our voices, literally, through this app Clubhouse, and explore the possibilities there. Have a wonderful week, and catch you on the next one.